Hello, Sneaky Chiefy here again to cast the finals round of the Feudal Cup in the Art of Winter. Game 1, this is Game 2 by the way. Game 1 went to BlankSpot on Scandinavia. It was a very close game, a lot of back and forth against StratRebel here. So, looks like StratRebel gets to pick the next map, and he's picked 4 lakes, which I haven't seen much of in the tournament, so I'm kind of excited to see that. BlankSpot went Mongols. StratRebel went Italians. Ooh, this could be interesting. Kind of like Italians over Mongols in this case, but it is a wide open map, so that mobility could come in handy for BlankSpot. I got no co-caster today. Unfortunately, you'll just have to deal with me, and hope you enjoy the show. It should be another great game. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard every game in this best of 5 series between these two went down to the wire. So it should be really interesting to see who comes out on top. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit as we get through the preliminary festivities. Both players scouting with sheep. Both players doing a fairly standard build. 6 to sheep, 4 to wood. Italians do have a bit of a bonus on the water. Maybe that was StratRebel's plan in picking 4 lakes to take advantage of that. So from StratRebel's view, neither player has found it. Already going on dock. Foregoing the lumber camp for the time being so we can build a dock. Just start to see those fishing ships pop out of there anytime now. Red Scout getting closer. Getting closer. Kind of a big wide open map. There's going to be a lot of empty space over on the right side for expansion. A lot of stone and gold wide open here for BlankSpot. Could be challenging. Same could be said, wow, this is even worse for StratRebel. Look at this. There's a lot of space to wall off. So let's find these 2 sheep. He sent me scout elsewhere. I can see them, but he hasn't scouted them. I haven't picked them up yet. Yeah, main gold for both players, kind of wide open. Both stones pretty exposed. It'll be interesting to see what players choose to do, how they choose to respond here. 12 on wood from StratRebel, obviously to support the fishing economy that he's going for. He isn't even going for the berries. The slowest gather rate is berries, so he's choosing to rely heavily on fishing ships. That clearly is playing out a specific strategy that he had in mind for 4 lakes. No docks yet from the Mongol player. He did mill some deer, so take advantage of the Mongol hunt. He also left some sheep out on the field, so interesting. And here we see some just huge walls. I mean, I feel real bad for StratRebel on this map generation. It's tough. But we'll see what happens. He's a good player. I'm sure he'll figure it out. He'll adapt, overcome, survive. Barracks dropped from BlankSpot. Maybe we'll see some early aggression and a stable. I'm expecting some scouts to come out. We did get Feudal Age first. And yeah, StratRebel's not going to be able to wall this off before these scouts come. So we'll see how much damage he can cause here. He's already sending 2 over. Let's watch the micro work. He has scouted out the location of the TC, but not much else. And he did find both his sheep and StratRebel's. Go ahead and take those. He's got no qualms in taking those sheep. If you've reached Feudal Age, you haven't gotten your sheep yet. I don't think it's considered laming anymore. So let's see. He's going to see that he's counting on wood and just overwhelmed by villagers. You will get one. Yeah, you will get one villager but that's not very good return on investment. He did get some extra food out of the equation, but just too many villagers in that spot. StratRebel responding with some spears. Obvious choice to combat the scout rush that he's anticipating, though at this point it's been fairly well neutralized. Still just a huge amount of space to wall off. This is going to be tough. Gonna be tough. See, his StratRebel is not yet. The scout's still working, but he has not yet found. He did find red space, but he hasn't scouted much out. Mongol players in the meantime has docked, is taking advantage of that shorefish, which is not hunt. I don't think this counts as the Mongols' hunting bonus. Indians get faster collection on shorefish, but I don't think hunt bonus counts. There are some gaps. I mean, I should say, BlankSpot is walling off, and he does have a big space over here to deal with as well. So both players struggling with the map. Not much forest tree lines to use as protection, but I don't know if he's seen this hole. Let's take a look. He has, so you could expect it. And just StratRebel finding as many tree lines as he can. It's gonna be tough, but relying on wood, and he's gonna chop this out faster than you can say lumber camp. So we'll see. Dude, stone walls now is just the right move. Too many palisades can be broken through fairly quickly. Put a market here maybe? Some more houses. Both players focusing on their eco now, choosing to get to castle. Although I do see StratRebel taking into his archers. He has clicked castle. So he will be the first to go castle. At this point though, he's scouting out in advance. He's going to find this hole. I was going to say he may want to wait for crossbows, but he might get a lot from this. There's not much BlankSpot has. He did see the scout go. He's going to wall this off. This is going to be a good move because it's going to stop. The scout got in, but the main army will have been kept out. BlankSpot responding in kind with villager aggression, and he will wall off completely in time. So good job, BlankSpot. All you did was let in a scout. Not the end of the world, certainly. But this is a lot of idle time. He did knock him off basically his only wood line. StratRebel is keeping BlankSpot away from wood. And is about to, now BlankSpot has clicked Castle Age, but StratRebel would be a good 2 minutes of castle time. See if he can take advantage of that. Maybe send some villagers forward for a siege workshop. And he's Italian, so he will tech into archers, expecting to get his anti-cavalry Genoese crossbowmen. BlankSpot loves his towers. He's dropping his defensive towers here to help guard his gold and stone, which is a great decision. And he has been mining stone, so he can afford these. Yeah, he can afford these towers without missing out on a TC once he gets Castle Age. But now, StratRebel's in and finds those towers. Look at this, just a kill zone right here. Good tower placement. Covers the wood line too, to a certain extent. There's a good pair of towers for sure. And he's about halfway up to Castle Age, so the question remains, what will StratRebel do with this extra castle time? He's sending some builds forward, probably to build a siege workshop, and he'll do another TC around here somewhere, I imagine. Not much army for BlankSpot yet. Maybe a couple ranges will go up. There's archery range, forward archery range from StratRebel. The question then is, does BlankSpot go cavalry archers or does he go knights? Knights would be a good move if he expects the Italians to go archers, because the Genoese crossbowmen are anti-cav, but the standard Italian archer does not. StratRebel does crossbowmen and thumbering on the way, so these are about to be beefed up big time. Oh, no, just mining camps. There's the TC, I was gonna say. Okay, and he's walled off. He has walled off completely. That is, look at this one little straggler. He has walled off completely, yep. Nice solid walls, protecting the back wood line, which is kind of handy. He's almost, yeah, he's still got some food eco here. He'll expand to this other pond, I imagine. Crossbows staying out of the range of the tower, picking up some villagers. No ballistics yet, though. He only got one. He got one unfortunate soul. Market going up. But no, another stable, so maybe knights? Yeah, he's going Mongol knights, BlankSpot is. Because he did see these archers. And he does have enough for a castle, BlankSpot does, so he might drop a castle here, or even here, and start churning out Megadai. 2 more vills going down, just 1 more vill. So you want to put these spearmen in this ram, makes it faster, makes it attack faster, move faster. Look at these sneaky vills, I wonder what they're doing. So maybe an even more aggressive castle than I realized. Castle here, maybe a TC here. Let's see. So secondary TC on the left. He might try to be super sneaky and drop a forward castle here. Or over here. Although, a castle with 3 vills is risky to say the least. Again, you gotta put these spearmen inside the battleground. It pays dividends, and because if cavalry comes to attack the rams, you can just dump the spearmen out. And not only do they make them move faster and attack faster, but it gives you protection of those rams. But that's okay. These towers are going down. These stone vills are getting picked off. I'm really interested to see what these 3 do. He might just do a forward stable or something. There's the knights coming in. There's too much crossbows though. They will take out a ram. And the spearmen getting chopped up by that TC. What are you gonna do, BlankSpot? How do you respond? Choosing to go for the towers first. And they're coming back. It is a forward castle. Look at that. Okay. BlankSpot not sitting on his laurels, getting very aggressive. That's the right move. You can't just defend all day long. You need to do something to bring attention elsewhere. I think a castle a little closer, a little more aggressive would have been better. But he doesn't have all that much intel, you know. So, and you don't want to put if he's planning on making Mangadai, he doesn't want to expose his castle too much. Because it is his production building for his special unit, obviously. So. Those knights don't have upgrades. They came from this stable, so a nice sneaky knight rush took out a few archers, but because they don't have upgrades, it's just too many crossbowmen. And now the ram moving in on the TC, so he may dump the villagers out to attack this ram, although he's scared of these archers. Now he's choosing to use the knights instead. Now they do have upgrades. They have the first upgrade. Okay, we'll still get melted, just too many crossbows. And these crossbowmen are upgraded as well. They have both castle age upgrades. More rams coming out. So he's doing probably knights, I'd imagine. Knights and Mangadai here. But this castle, while I like the thought, it just doesn't take any bills out of the picture. It does take some stone away, but his main stone is still getting mined. And meanwhile, he does have 2 TCs luckily, but 9 idle villagers. The score lead just has exploded in StratRebel's favor. And he does have a bit of an exodus coming over here. Maybe another TC and another dock. 3 rams now, very scary. That'll take a TC down in no time flat. He's going for the market, which is not a bad decision because it allows his archers to move into further into the eco without exposing themselves to TC fire. And it also stops BlankSpot from making some last minute adjustments to his economy. This is looking real bad for BlankSpot, not gonna lie. But he does have a hole now. StratRebel will be aware of this. I don't know how worried he is, but he will be aware of it. He's just done so much more damage on this side, and another forward castle in kind. But if BlankSpot gets enough knights through here, it could slow things down drastically. Oh, look at this tower. Funny. Trying to deny the resources. Action all over the map. Knights getting a few vills. This TC turned out to be a great place. Did a little extra defense. These knights are pretty beefy. More Mangadai, more knights on the way, so I don't know why the Rams might be coming back for this castle. Yeah. We got our tower TC battle going on. And this raid is doing quite a lot of damage. Let's take a look at the bill. Well, the villager lead is just outstandingly in StratRebel's favor. BlankSpot has dumped a desperate TC over here. Great resources that he found though. He could easily do a dock and get some great food eco going. Though these might be not needed quite yet because there's plenty of fish left in the sea over here. And StratRebel has pulled off on his main attack, focusing instead to take care of things at home, which is a good idea because these vills continue to get eaten up. 32 crossbowmen, 4 rams, about to be 3 rams. This castle will go down, but at high cost. But the result was that the forward push has been stopped. By coming back with the rams, it turned out to be a really good idea. And there it is, good game. The GG called by BlankSpot. StratRebel takes game 2. Now we're tied 1-1. I gotta say, great strategy from StratRebel. Picked Italians on his map choice of 4 lakes. Played it to perfection with 13 fishing ships, nearly draining the first pond. Meanwhile, you look at how much was left. This is the difference, right? So 9 fishing ships, not 13 obviously, but the Italians bonus coming into play there. Let's take a look. Yeah, fishing ships cost less, and technologies in the dock cost less as well. Yeah, very nice. Italians are a strong civ. He didn't even get to use the Genoese crossbowmen. It was all regular crossbowmen and siege with a few pikemen, but those battery rams did the trick. Despite the towers, which was a good response from BlankSpot, the siege and crossbowman combo was just too much. But again, I gotta hand it to StratRebel, played very well. I gotta hand it to BlankSpot for not quitting. Dropping that forward production buildings did do some damage to the eco. It was a little bit too late. And so he had to resign. So onwards to game 3. Again, this is best of 7, the finals in the Feudal Cup of the Art of Winter tournament. Sneaky Chiefy signing off, and I'll catch you on the next one.